Into your health this morning, Down syndrome continues to be the most common chromosomal disorder. Each year, about 6,000 babies are born with Down syndrome, which is about 1 in every 700 babies born. Michelle C. Witten from the Global Down Syndrome Foundation and Joaquin Espinosa, Executive Director of the Cernic Institute for Down Syndrome at the Anschutz Medical Campus. That's a long title. They're here to talk about Down syndrome, of course, and you've started the Global Down Syndrome Foundation.
Yes.
What is that?
Well, you know, when Sophia was born 14 years ago,
daughter.
my daughter, it's a personal story usually, we noticed that there wasn't a lot in the area of research and medical care. And in fact, Down syndrome was one of the least funded genetic conditions by our National Institutes of Health.
Really?
So we started Global to focus on research and medical care.
And that was 14 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How far have you come?
Wow, we've come really far. Last month, we actually presented, we were called as witnesses for a congressional hearing. And although it's been pretty flat, I think it's the first time I'm confident that the NIH funding may actually increase and we'll get the medical care that we deserve.
So Joaquin, as far as Down syndrome is concerned, are you looking for a future, I don't want to say cure, but to change within a fetus to not have Down syndrome?
We talk about treatments, not cures. You know, the extra chromosome cannot really be reversed, but there are things that can be done to ameliorate the harmful effects of the extra chromosome. So our mission is to improve the lives of people with Down syndrome. And yes, prenatal treatments are not out of the table, not off the table. It is possible to think that in the future we may know enough to do very early interventions.
What amazes me in the research, Michelle, that both of you have done now is that people with Down syndrome rarely get hard tissue lump cancers like breast cancer, but they're prone to leukemia. So obviously your research is now going into Alzheimer's cancer research. Now, how's that going to help?
It's going to help hugely because if we don't understand why they're getting these things and why they're getting them either 100% or 30%, we can't treat them. But also if we study them to find out why this is happening, we can actually find treatments or even a cure for things like Alzheimer's and cancer.
Wow.
And that's what
So that's
Dr.
what you're
Espinosa is
working
working on.
Correct. You know, as we do the research to understand what the extra chromosome creates this different disease spectrum, which is what you just explained, chances are we're going to learn things about Alzheimer's, leukemia, cancer that are going to apply also to the general population.
So there's a great link there.
Correct.
All right, well, congratulations and good luck.
Yeah.
Talk about the fundraiser. You need money for research, and this is a big fundraiser coming
Because
up.
historically we're underfunded, we have to raise our own money. We have the Be Beautiful, Be Yourself fashion show. This year Quincy Jones is coming back.
he
We have,
really?
yes, we have Jamie Foxx, Eva Longoria, we have Marissa Tomei.
Here in Denver?
Joe Magniello, John C. McGinley, Matt Dillon, Dennis O'Hare.
Here in Denver?
Here in Denver.
Saturday night,
Deandra Dixon,
this
Saturday night. This Saturday night.
At the Sheraton
I know,
downtown.
it's like, woof.
I
yes,
know,
it's
I
coming.
didn't know this.
It's
So
coming.
Saturday from 5 to
Yes.
10, Sheraton Downtown Denver Hotel. Can people still get tickets?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and it's a fashion show.
It's a fashion show. Our models with Down syndrome steal the show every
bet they do.
time. Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it's Alec Baldwin or whoever on that runway. It's our kids with Down syndrome who are going to get that standing ovation.
We're going to have to get there and get some pictures of all those celebrities there.
I know, it'll be
Michelle,
fun.
thank you so
Thank
much. And good luck
you.
with everything.
Thank you so much.
Joaquin,
Thank you.
please find some cures for cancer, Alzheimer's, and everything else.
Working on it.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, Natalie.